What up, it's Moose here. With the Roadhouse remake out now on Prime Video, I decided to go back to 1989 and do my review for the original Roadhouse. Now, the original Roadhouse came out all the way back in 1989 on May 19th, 1989. This should have came out in May, as a matter of fact. That would have been cooler. But anyway. Now, this, of course, stars Patrick Swayze, who, if you guys don't know much about the story here, it's it's where you got Patrick Swayze, who plays this like cooler who plays a character named Dalton, who's a cooler at a newly refurbished roadside bar, who like pretty much protects a small town in Missouri from a corrupt businessman. And here, of course, you got Patrick Swayze, who was, of course, coming off a very, very popular film, which was Dirty Dancing. I believe this came out 2 years after Dirty Dancing was released. And that's the thing about Patrick Swayze. He knows how to do movies for both guys and females. Roadhouse is definitely the movie for guys. I mean, obviously females could like Roadhouse too, but I'm talking about this definitely is a movie for all the guys. And Dirty Dancing definitely knows how to do movies like Dirty Dancing and Ghosts for the for the females. So he was pretty much a ladies and a guys man. And another underrated movie he did that doesn't really get talked about is I forgot the name of it. I think it was called Black Dog. He did with Meatloaf. Remember that one? Very underrated little film, by the way. But anyway, I mean, before his passing, Patrick Swayze had some really cool iconic stuff, and Roadhouse was one of them. I mean, obviously, people mostly know Roadhouse now because of Family Guy. Remember, I feel like Roadhouse is the reason why lots of people today know Roadhouse because of the Family Guy reference, But now this movie was directed by Rowdy Harrington, who's put out some other stuff before too. Let me pull some of his credits. Rowdy Harrington has done stuff like he did the movie, the 1992 movie Gladiator, not to be confused with the Ridley Scott one. He did Striking Distance with Bruce Willis. He hasn't really done anything for quite some time since 2004's Bobby Jones, so it's been a while since he's done something. But that aside, the original Roadhouse is not a great film, but it is a lot of fun. Patrick Swayze, just kicking people is always fun to watch. You also have some other cool fun players like Kelly Lynch, Sam Elliott, Keith David, Ben Guerreros was in this. You had some other cool supporting players. Patrick Swayze really knows how to do action very well. He's not really been a major high profile action guy. He obviously was never let's say an Arnold or Bruce Willis or even Steven Seagal or anything. But when he does action, he knows how to do action well, and they did a great job with this. I mean, I'm really some of the stuff around believe it or not, Annette Bening was originally cast to play Kelly Lynch's character. Scott Glenn was also gonna be in this, but he was replaced by Marshall Tate. It's always cool seeing some of the what could have been. I'm not sure. I'm guessing Patrick Swayze was always for the character, but yeah, this movie is definitely a lot of fun. Definitely had some cool music, some cool 80s style music. The acting was pretty cool. The acting in this was far better than say Conor McGregor in the new one. I mean, the new one is great, but nothing beats the original Roadhouse. It is still a fun one. It's still really entertaining. I'm not gonna lie, I always imagined being a bouncer, but I could never. I don't know if I could ever do that because I'm not really that much of a fighter. So, yeah, I've always wanted to sort of try the bouncer job ever since I saw Roadhouse. But I actually think every bouncers nowadays, because I've actually seen met bouncers before and all. I like to think every bouncers nowadays got their job because Patrick Swayze's Roadhouse inspired them to be a bouncer. That's what I like to think, but I don't know if that's the case. But now remember they were supposed to do a remake of Roadhouse with Ronda Rousey, which I'm glad that didn't happen. I like Ronda Rousey, but not a good actress. But that aside, yeah, Roadhouse is definitely a really cool action film. I mean, it's not as great as let's say something from the 80s like Die Hard or anything like that. but definitely has some cool fight scenes. Patrick Swayze, yeah, every time he becomes shirtless, like it always makes you, it always makes you feel out of shape every time he takes his shirt off. But yeah, I still hardly enjoy Roadhouse. I mean, I'm not sure we can find the original nowadays. You can actually find the original on Max. You actually find it on Amazon. So give it a go. I mean, definitely do a cool double feature with the remake and the original. I think that would be cool, but you don't have to bother with the sequel. Like they did do a Roadhouse sequel, which I remember watching that years ago. I don't really remember much about, but anyway, let me ask you guys: have you ever seen the original Roadhouse? If so, what's up? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? Favorite scenes, favorite moments? And bonus question: what were some of your favorite Patrick Swayze movies? Like, were you ever into Ghost, Dirty Dancing, Roadhouse, The Outsiders, Black Dog? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Timmy signing out.